here up against the Leona, even though she's paired with an Ezreal, still a pretty potent lane that you can set up for a lot of jungle attention for, so I do like that they've gone back towards a more tank-oriented.
2000 has now been spotted by a hawk shot. SOFM suddenly in dicey territory here. Sonic Wave goes out with the smite, might just be able to secure it, but Peanut's about to arrive over the wall. Smite goes in. SOFM does still have his flash, but a ward hop will do onto the blast cone. And he's got away with daylight robbery, Dagda.
And just having those Krugs good for him to play aggressively in this lane, especially when he's not 100% certain as to where Peanut is, and giving a bit of time here for Longxing to go towards the double starter item.
Well, we question whether Mark would be able to get out of that bottom lane. Apparently the answer is absolutely yes. Peanut goes into the jungle, but he's kicked straight into Bin over the wall with Dominus, but he's gone too far because there is a whole bunch of players from LGD here, and suddenly Bin's alone. Slice and Dice won't be available for himself. Stunned up and taken down here eventually. First blood goes the way of Longxing.
Big mistake from Bin. She had already started moving. You knew trying to get some sort of hero play down on the bottom side, or at least down on this bottom side for a bit. But Peanut, if and on about whether he wants to go for it.
Yeah, Peanut hovering now towards this bottom side has been. Oh, that's a bubble coming down onto Wonfeng here. Flash is available, but doesn't matter while he's asleep. There's stun to follow up, and that is just perfect from LGD.
Xie looking good on this Zoe, just able to pick off Wonfeng there, and the instant follow-up from Kramer meant there was nowhere to go.
Definitely a decent amount of damage on the side of Suning, and they want to find themselves a pick before this dragon comes onto the play. Kicked against the wall, and Kramer suddenly realizes that he's in a whole bunch of trouble. SOFM there as Angel finishes off the kill. Now the fight extends as Longxing locked up by the Leona here. He's going to be able to get. I think he saw Xie over the wall. I think he was just out of range of that vision. Either way, Suning off the back of their pick in that bottom side now grab themselves a second Drake of the game.
And that was just great setup from Suning. You can see they had full vision control.
Angel finds himself a little bit of alone time on this top side. Xie not willing to step up because he knows Sword Art is hanging around the play. This means that second tower now in favor of Suning. They're not quite able to get that match.
How they can punish what LGD want to do, it feels like Prime soon.
Hang on, we got Xie caught out here. The cleanse came through. Is it going to be enough? Apparently not, because SOFM gives him a foot to the face and takes a kill onto the mid laner. It's only our fourth kill of the game, but it's also going to be a tower going down in this top side. LGD trying to answer around that dragon.
They weren't able to get any towers for themselves. We talked about Suning doing a great job of setting up these waves for plays, and when they know, they know they're still on Dragon, they're just going to go take an inhibitor.
This is not worth an Ocean Drake, especially when it's only your second Drake here. Peanut is going to be sticking around. The rest of LGD have recalled. Looks like the inhib won't fall on this one, but getting 2 towers across the course of that push. Really nice gold swing, and now you can see Suning, maybe for the first time, this bit of a different build on that Renekton. I can't say Titanic Hydra is something that I'd expect every game, but Bin, he knows what he's about. He's a confident top lane.
Well, we just... Oh, hang on.
Stun comes in the mid lane. Longxing walks away, though. His tower finally falls as True Shot Barrage just...
Towards LGD. They want flanks. They want Bin to be able to come in on the side. If LGD have control of River like this...
Oh, that's a stun onto Peanut. The follow-up is there, but Mark blocks everything beautifully. Redemption to top everyone up. And now they turn onto SOFM. Flashes away from the play. Kick through the whole team. Scatter the weak. Look at this from Suning. Peanut forced out of the play. Collateral damage just to keep himself alive. And now into the back of this one. Bin trying to finish them off. Peanut just about surviving, but taken down by SOFM in a 2 versus 1. Mark flashes away. Waiting for the Q. It's not going to land onto Mark. And 4-4 on the scoreboard.
Incredible kick from SOFM, sets up so much there. And now Suning will turn towards this dragon. Xie is over the wall, won't even try to make the steal here. Suning have made the play.
And this is why I was so excited to see the Lee Sin from SOFM in onto the dragon, though. Let's see who's going to grab this one. Smite comes through in the air. True Shot Barrage finishes off Mark, and now they're getting onto Wonfeng. Dashes around the pit, though. Longxing doesn't have the damage. The flash comes on in as SOFM should be able to finish off the bear, but Xie is still here, and he's got a lot of damage for himself. Wonfeng back into the play, trying to defend his jungler. Might just be able to do so as Xie locked up and taken down for the double.
Suning are moving around Xie perfectly here, not allowing him to get those paddle stars. Teleport available for Xie as well. Peanut, the king of thieves, this is your time to show why you have that title.
This is the moment for Peanut to prove himself, but SOFM immediately kicks him back into the team, and Peanut is cracked on this one. Now into the pit once more. They can continue this Baron all day long. Kramer and Mark, they want to contest, but they're completely alone here. Just the duo, and they have to move to the mid lane.
And this is so beautiful from Suning, and especially SOFM. the way he's been able to play around to hit on towards this cannon, even SOFM doing a great job of hovering at the wall here to stop Xie hitting those paddle stars.
Just look at SOFM's positioning as he steps forward. He is threatening Kramer. Every time he steps forward, he's saying, I am ready to boot you back. I am ready to make the play. He's got the weak in the team here, but nobody going to go down. No follow-up from Suning on the back of that one as Lunshing trying to defend in the top side, but against these Baron minions, feels like a doomed play.
Mid lane inhibitor goes down, our turret goes down, the inhibitor suit to follow, and Suning can just rotate up towards this top side. They still have Bin, who's working his way through this bottom side if they want as well.
And the thing is, when we talk about, oh, hang on, that's a stun onto Kramer. Cleanse came through. Suning look like they want to keep this one going. This is not what I'd normally expect out of Suning, to just try and force the game like this, but hey, I like what I see. We're in playoffs, we're regionals, in fact. This is a series to decide who goes to Worlds, and Suning starting off strong, but now sort of caught up. The Leona happy to tank on this front line, though. Looking for an engage himself, but he's locked out, and somehow walks away. True shot barrage blocked by Mark. Is in goes the bear. Lunshing kick back. Should be taken down, but the redemption keeps him safe. Everybody healthy on LGD. I take that back. Angel finishes the kill on the bear. Stuns across the board here as Peanut just about gets out with his life. Huanfeng trying to follow up on the damage. Kramer steps in here. It's all on this AD carry and on Xie landing the bubbles. Bin blocking for Angel, who's just about out of mana. And Suning will not back down here.
The Baron is just about to run out, though, so they will be moving back away, trying to see if they can get this last
Stun
turret.
onto Angel here, who's dodging everything just about there. Gets the scatter the weak through. And actually, Mark going to follow up on an engage here. True shot across the team. LGD, they never even got to fight Suning, and they lost the fight.
Suning did such a good job. The poke from Huanfeng and Angel making it so difficult for them to move in, and LGD now fully behind. Lunshing running back to base. This is not looking good.
Yeah, this kitty can scratch, apparently. Ocean Soul in the pocket, moving towards this bottom lane inhibitor. And they've learned from their past mistakes here. Suning saying, look, all right, we tried brute force in the end. This time around, we're going to tick the boxes. We're going to take the inhibitors and then end the game.
I mean, look, there's nothing you can do here as LGD. A single Nexus Tower is still available. Suning are able to just go so far forward with all this regen coming.
Yeah, LGD would need some kind of miracle to turn this one around, but this is the LPL after all. I've seen crazier throws. Suning going to finish this third inhib on the top side of the map. They're going to wait for these minion waves, wait for the supers, and then take the final blow. And we know Lions like to play with their food here. In goes SOFM, kicks back Kramer, who is annihilated. And now Suning with that pick onto the AD carry and a scatter the weak to end them all. This is going to be the game as Suning, they just have to finish things off. They've just got to finish off a couple more health bars, or maybe just a Nexus. Xie gets a Q onto the likes of this Leona. Lunshing try to threaten. Suning aren't even interested in the Nexus right now. They want this fight. They want a brawl for themselves. They feel like they were robbed a little bit in this game, and I have to say, I feel the same way, Suning. But they got an Ocean Soul, so they can keep this up all day long. Mark the target here, but Unbreakable keeps him alive as he gets onto the fountain here. And Suning, they are desperate to get another kill, but they will be denied on this one as Lunshing blocks for everyone, as does Mark, who finally falls. And what a way to end the first game of our regional.
Suning eventually take the Nexus after having a bit of fun with their food at the end, but still a convincing close, the kite back, the speed ups that are coming in on Suning's side.
I mean, if you think back to like literally years ago, last time Skarner was meta, Olaf was the answer, because you can't. In our third place match, hang on.
Oh, Mark.
No, not like this. Angel going to get himself a paddle start into the brushes. SOFM is targeted down, flashes away, but he might just go down on this one. The heal in the last second from Sword Art. Flash over from Xie. He's exhausted and can't finish the kill. He might be the one to go down. One more auto goes the way of Sword Art. And now Huanfeng, he's on the pinch on this one. Mark will have his hook available shortly as Peanut tries to back away. But Lunshing, the one in trouble, still has his flash available. Huanfeng just dishing out as many Mystic shots as is here to deny the recall. Axe goes out. Undertow keeps Lunshing in the play. The Shock Blast is there. Lunshing had his flash.
I mean, you were going to go down. I actually far ahead in the top, and Sword Art wants to make mid-win.
Xie still doesn't have his flash, but the Cosmic Binding won't connect, and now Peanut's moving in. Does have the boots this time around. But it's not going to do a whole heap of anything as Mark now looks for the hook. This is the opportunity. Sword Art the first one to go down, and immediately Angel tries to finish off Shie. He manages to get the kill for himself and still has Splash. Somehow it's a 1-for-1.
Gone for this team that, at least with this Skarner, needs to spike early, and they're running a while.
Peanuts in trouble. Sword Art over the wall with the Cosmic Journey. Magical Journey, Cosmic Binding. Here we go. Peanuts trying to get away from this one, but Bin's not letting him go anywhere. True Shot Barrage goes wide as Lanxing, now with the Dominus, wants to force this play a little bit. He's onto Bin, and that is plenty of damage to take down to Jace. Binding comes out as Angel now trying to escape from the play. Doesn't have Flash, needs the Blast Cone or a Magical Journey. Play the vision out. Peanut is here as well. And they're just going to commit onto a fight here. Peanut forced the flash very early on. Dodges away from the Tempered Fate, but it means he had to dodge into the team of Suning. Another pick, this time to the Viking.
And again, this is great from SOFN.
An opportunity to get onto the Dragon, but you're against the Bard. So the Herald not really going to work quite in the way that they wanted. They do still get this Dragon for themselves with the pressure they exert.
However, Bin's on this top side. Lanxing talked about it being selfless. It's gone on.
And I have to say, bit of a struggle here for LGD. It's something where, when we look at LGD, the way that they have found those wins is being able to damage it.
And that's the thing. Kramer, now not having that ult, allows Suning to play much more aggressive. They can start to look at these shockwaves, trying to see if they can pick folks off.
Oh, here we go, Tempered Fate. The fight begins as Bin just hammering away onto Lanxing, who's forced out of the play. Sword Art the only one to go down so far, though, and Suning can't actually find their way into this one. Angel's pretty low, so Shock Blast onto Kramer. And even though they lose the fight, it's
where if Suning had actually fallen behind in this early game, they wouldn't have been able to put their foot down quite as heavily as they have. But with the confidence and the gold lead they have, LGD can't do very much.
Peanut is here. He wants to contest the Dragon. He's going to be a little late as Lanxing teleports into the play as well. SOFM, he used his ult quite early, but Peanut's ult is going to be on cooldown anyway. SOFM has the flash, needs to use it over the wall here as Angel just throws out a trouble bubble. Hang on.
Yeah, this is
I
not
thought
good.
he was going to be fine. He's not going to be fine here. Tempered Fates have been on point from Sword Art. Cosmic Bindings, maybe not so much, but the slows are going to be there. And Lanxing doesn't even have his flash. There's nothing he can do. Dominus used, but Angel gifted the kill here by the rest of his team. LGD trying. Suning now going to hammer away in the mid lane as well to get themselves a tier 2 here. And in the meantime, Angel gets to grab another tower on the bottom side of the map. We are rocketing ahead on the side of Suning as they build themselves a 5,000 gold lead now. They're 2 Drakes up as well. They've got 4 towers to 2. This feels like it's all going
Suning. A Stormrazors gives you that option because if you have Stormrazors Rapid Fire, a slowing auto attack does far more for LGD than a damage buff from.
Here we go. We've got a pick coming on through. As it's SOFM on the front line, uses the Ragnarok, but he's kind of squishy still. Somehow gets out with the movement speed. And the Tempered Fate from Sword Art. Now looking for a Cosmic Binding over the wall. Won't quite find it just yet. As Kramer gets away. Hook onto Sword Art. They're trying to shut down the Bard here as the Shockwave comes through. And this is the fight LGD were looking for. Now onto Huanfeng. Angel's there alongside him. The 2 carries lost in the world here. Huanfeng over the wall to join up with the Zoe of Angel. They are 2v5 though, but Angel ain't stopping for nothing. Does dodge away from the hook coming out from Mark. Lanxing now forces the flash out from Angel. Huanfeng and Angel just keeping this one going. They're not afraid to keep playing with this idea, but Peanut now over the wall doesn't have his flash available. Huanfeng is pretty low on mana. He still seems to want this 1v5.
I don't know if he can go for the 1v5. Has made his way back towards his own side of the jungle, but Mark is hiding on the wings.
He's tried his best, but now Huanfeng is hooked. I just don't know why he was there. Has to flash away from this one, and he's shut down by Shie. This felt a little overconfident from Suning.
TP from Bin. They're still going for this.
Bin wants to extend the play even further. Shock Blast into the brush here, but Bin, he needs to be careful. No, he doesn't need to be careful. It's Shie that's careful on this one. Bin will go down for his crimes here. And it's a 1-for-1.
I mean, in the extended grand scheme of things, that's a win for
Huanfeng manages to keep himself safe from the hook. A lot of damage onto Mark. Bin trying to follow up as well as SOFM going to stop Peanut getting onto the back of the play. Mark went down, and now Lanxing finds himself too deep into Suning's territory. Angel gets the trouble bubble, followed up by Huanfeng for the double kill. Now onto Shie as well for the triple, and now that is the go button for Baron.
LGD can't find the engage that they want. Suning kite back expertly. Now they get the kills and this Baron for themselves, and Suning looking so clean in game 2.
This is what we wanted to see from Suning. This is the kind of mid-game play that we know. This is where they always find their leads. Damage than I expected.
And even if he doesn't...
Oh, hang on. Shockwave onto Sword Art here. Tempered Fate.
Oh, no.
Sword Art, you might have just taken yourself out. In fact, no, it's Bin that's being taken out, but he gets a whole bunch of damage out before he falls. And it means it's more kills for Wanfeng. More damage onto the carry. Quadra kill on the Ezreal. And surely they gift it over. Lanxing cannot get out of this one. You gotta give it to the rookie AD carry in the regionals, the pentakill!
Welcome to the LPL, Wanfeng. Suning gifting over the penta in the regional finals. Suning setting down the tone for which they hope to continue towards that world stage.
And it's so damn beautiful to see Wanfeng living up to the reputation that he is already building for himself. This will be the Nexus falling. This will be Suning repeating their third performance here as they head to a 2-0 scoreline in our regional final.
Suning picking the perfect draft against LGD's composition, executing on it so damn well, and just not giving LGD the opportunity through from the Senna. You've got the deniability of the deaths coming through on Peanut as well, plus this great engage tool which allows them to jump in on top of Suning. So at least
waiting for a couple of items to go on through before they can really just force fights. But Bin, in the meantime, you don't need items for this to be a great matchup for Renekton. Now Dominus pop because SOFM is off towards the top side himself.
Sleepy time.
He go for the lilting lullaby if he wants to. There's the sleep, but Bellow's Breath blocks it. It's not gonna matter. First blood to the croc.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's sleeping with the fishes now. Let's see if he can sneak away the dragon, but as you can see, level 4 to level 7, he needs a lot of help.
2,000 on the dragon. You can see SOFM moving over, but I think this should go down before he can reasonably get here. Looks like he's going to concede that and go towards his wolves instead. Peanut will be able to finish it off.
Like, it's nice that you're getting dragon, but the thing for Peanut is that the experience that you get from dragon...
He got 3 plates on this one, so the Herald will finish this one off, and Lanxing, he's got flash, but he knows he's in trouble here. He knows there's no way out of this one. Tower goes down, and Bin begins the chase. There are no teammates nearby. Lanxing being put in the dumpster by Bin.
And there's nothing you can do. SOFM, he's got true damage. You got the CC galore of both these players. All right, well, Bin winning, Angel winning. Right, one lane that isn't quite there yet is Wanfeng, so let's invest in that bottom lane. TP, though.
And Lanxing wants to invest in this bottom lane as well. Wanfeng is just going to flash away from this one. Dodges everything. Will just about survive. No, he won't. That ain't no projectile. Sword Art does nothing about it. So Kramer grabs himself a kill.
LGD realizing, look, this last bastion of hope is this bot lane.
We look at SOFM moving into the enemy jungle here. And LGD wondering if they can contest at all. Trouble Bubble not going to land as that's a solar flare onto Sword Art, but he's a tanky old guy. Slumber comes through onto the Kindred as Mark is just hung out to dry by the rest of his team. And now they can move straight towards the dragon that you mentioned before. Angel didn't even need to move over to the fight.
LGD didn't.
On the Zoe. There is a lot of threat on both sides.
There is an opportunity here for Suning to go for a play on this bottom side, though. As this wave collapses, you've already got SOFM who's in a position to make these moves, and I want to see SOFM at this stage now getting more impactful in this bottom lane, because...
Here we go. Curtain Call comes in. There's a TP being channeled from Bin that we've mentioned was already available here. Kramer gets under the tower. Fourth shot will land onto the AD carry. Now for the dive. The minions aren't here, but you know what? Bin is happy to tank this one up. Sword Art goes down, though. Nicely done by Kramer. He answers with his own life, but it's 2 for 2 on this one. Now Peanut arriving, trying to answer onto Bin. Wanfeng moving over as the Renekton ready in the brush. You don't want to face check a crocodile.
No, you do not. And a bit unfortunate for Sword Art there is Bin didn't actually manage to connect with the Slice and Dice thanks to the flash from Kramer, so Sword Art ends up tanking up. Suning do get the tower though, they get the double kill, and they're trading turret plates for one turret plate for Xie, which isn't ideal, but it's a plate. And Lanxing...
trade, right? It goes 2 for 2, but the tower still goes the way of Suning. They still get all of those plates for themselves. Lanxing will be able to at least get 1 tower in the top.
A little bit of a Hail Mary play, but Suning already have this dragon down. LGD looking to trade it for mid lane turret damage, but they can't even get the wave in pushed fast enough.
Now Suning moving over. Sword Art is ready to step forwards and force a play. In goes SOFM with a flash forwards. They're just going to get onto Mark for now. Turns himself golden and will flash on towards Bin instead. Bin dashes out of the play himself and culling across the teams as well. Both teams is staying at arm's length here. Sword Art does take a trouble bubble, but realistically, it's no trouble for him. Now they go in onto Kramer, taken down immediately as SOFM. He's got the dots and he's dancing around the play. Lanxing will be taken out with a Swirl Seed. And oh dear, LGD, it's all falling apart.
Splash damage is just as deadly as any other as they manage to get the kill there for SOFM. Dragon goes their way, towers are going their way, and in 19 minutes, they may just crack the base.
They might just get an inhib for themselves here as SOFM showing us why this Lilia is a priority pick, what this Lilia can do in the right hands. The inhib tower will fall, but Suning going to respect the respawn timers that are coming through from the side of LGD.
I mean, it's just Lilia that it doesn't matter a huge amount, but here we go.
In a 1v1 with Lanxing, but that own combo is real scary. Bit of healing comes on through. Xie misses everything though, and Bin gonna get himself into the brush. He might turn this one around, gets the stun down, can't quite finish him, but he's keeping himself alive. There's the Dawn Shadow, it takes everyone, and Raid Boss Bin is down.
It does take...
Doing his damnedest, but this is gonna be a tier 2 going down in favor of Suning on the top side of the map. And you're happy to trade your top laner for a tier 2 tower, but it won't quite connect. And when we look across the lineup for Suning, Peanut now going to be put to sleep. Uses his Lamb's Respite to keep himself safe. There's a root coming through as well. And the engage comes on in. Lamb's Respite already on cooldown as Lanxing tries to tank for his team, but he just ain't tanky enough. Falls to the damage, and now the curtain call. It's like fish in a barrel here. Mark going to be stunned up by the concussive blows, and Huanfeng happy to take credit for the kill. Over the wall goes SOFM.
Surprised if he can even make a difference here.
Throw a bubble in. It's onto SOFM. Definitely the target he wanted, but he can't quite follow up onto the bubble. Scryer's Bloom into the pit. This Baron is going to go down. The question is, can LGD find anything off the back of the play? Bubble onto Huanfeng. This is the opportunity, but cleansed away. Peanut can't find his way over 2020 Dagda.
But what an incredible story for Suning, who 2017 this organization was created, and now they're looking at their first world.
Suning moving in, but they're stunned up. This is a great combo out of LGD, and maybe their opportunity. SOFM flashes away from the knockup, but followed up on, and will go down. Finds one for himself onto Xie before he drops. But Bin never found a way into the play.
Nicely done from LGD. Quick kills coming through. Xie giving his life for the cause. He has got that Rabadon's death cap completed, so not anything for Suning. It's about to wear off, but because of that nice engage from Lanxing, maybe gets an outer turret for their cause, but Sword Art is snuck in behind here.
Bin's trying to, he's just going to flash into the play. Dawn Shadow across the squad. And that stopwatch is going to work wonders here. Tower's still going. Has been tanking this one up. Just about gets out, but shut down in the end by Peanut. Now knock up across the team. The Sword Art is trying to get his team out of there. Sacrifices himself, but maybe they don't get away anyway. SOFM pretty low. Pretty harsh on LGD in this series. But also, I feel like they've kind of deserved it. Yeah, like this has been a pretty disastrous performance from LGD. They have got a couple of fights recently, and I'm hoping this Dead Man's Plate nonsense. He's gone voice staff. He's got himself a needlessly large rod. He's got himself an engage. Sword Art knocked up Rooted as well. But he's all right on this one. Gets out of the play. SOFM now being chased down, and Peanut is in late game territory on the Kindred. 80 carry win.
Actually just managing to beat out SOFM.
But Sword Art couldn't get his Unbreakable up in time, and it means that he takes half of his health already. Angel off to the top side here. Sword Art ignited. Curtain call across the team. Mark tries to deny it, but in the meantime, Peanut forced into the Lamb's Respite. Angel goes down to the Dawn Shadow. Kramer, as Peanut tries to get chased down, but it's Bin that's shut out of the play instead. LGD are turning this whole game on its head.
LGD are starting to come back, even in the top side. Mark,
Supportal combat! Sword Art is surely going to go down. The Ignite's not enough. He gets out.
But still, Baron goes the way of LGD. This was the fight. LGD have found pick after pick. Suning throwing away this game. And Baron...
Stone on that path. SOFM trying to clear the jungle. Just about gets away on that blast cone as well. And now Suning have to defend in the mid lane. Obviously against a Baroned up team here. Xie getting poked over the wall. Once again, we see Sword Art committed onto knockup onto Huanfeng underneath the tower. Gets out with his life, though, as the whole team is surviving. Bin gets out as well. Lamb's Respite to keep everyone alive on the side of LGD. Root onto Mark. Can they follow up? Curtain call now off the back of the play. Eclipse has fallen off of Mark, and he's sniped out by Huanfeng. Peanut's the next target. No Lamb's Respite, and Suning win a fight.
Shie gets spotted out on the side as well. He's not able to go in with the paddle star. Suning, they get the 2 kills, and now they can look to push down mid.
The Lions are back on the play, and Shie desperate just to get a recall off. Down the mid lane they go. There is no inhibitor tower here. The question is, how much can they find for themselves? 20 seconds on Mark, 30 seconds on Peanut.
Peanut is not going to be up for quite a while. Kramer needs to be careful. A stun could end the game here for LGD.
Get themselves the inhibitor, and they're going to back away. They have the go button for Lanxing. Another trouble bubble onto this Brawn, but will be able to keep himself safe here. Culling onto the team. Lanxing forced away. And LGD, they're just losing a poke war right now. Curtain call across the team. There's a knock-up as Lanxing will take the 4th shot. Just about survives, but Mark now on the front line with the stone plate. Desperate to protect his team. Walks away, but it doesn't matter because the Drake is all Suning wanted.
LGD were caught between a rock and a hard place. Mid lane needs to be held to run for the hills.
LGD are not answering anywhere near quick enough here. 5,000 on the Baron. This is just going to be burst down. Peanut can't get in. The Baron now taken, and Suning want to fight as well. Knockup goes wide though. Sword Art doesn't find the engage he was looking for. One bubbled, but realistically, there's no way in there. What is that? On to Mark. Solar Flare not enough, but down goes the spot on either side of the board. Angel would love a way in. Pulling. Doesn't quite connect onto the targets though, as Peanut keeps everyone at bay. One Funk stepping forward, waiting for that rapid fire cannon. Swirl seed in. Another Dark Harvest stack onto this Lilia. One Funk has just annihilated Kramer. Down goes Shie. Down goes LGD. And never before have the Lions made it to the world stage, but the pride is stronger than the player. For the first time ever, Suning punched their ticket to the World Championship, padding their KDAs as they take a 3-0 victory.
So well deserved from Suning, finding a 3-0 victory against LGD. For the first time, we will see so many of these players make it to the world stage. SOFM, so long denied, will now get to play amongst the greatest players in the world.
It's so great to see this squad of Suning succeeding, and people doubted their 3rd place performance. People said that it wasn't really